Hello, my nerd friends out there. This is Mr. Chill here, and I wanted to give you guys my review and thoughts on The Last of Us season finale. It is here. Sorry I haven't done an episode the past 2 weeks, but I want to start something new on my channel. Start when I do TV show reviews or anime show reviews. It's gonna be on the first episode, my thoughts on that, and what I think is gonna happen during the whole season, and my thoughts on the season finale, and how I feel about the whole season on anime shows and TV shows. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. That's why I didn't do two on the last 2 episodes review. But here's my thoughts on the season finale and the whole show. So here we go. What I thought the last season finale episode was okay. It felt lackluster. We knew this was gonna happen. We knew that Joe was gonna go in there, save Ellie, and kill one. But I thought they were gonna add some bits. I felt like it should have been a little more. Ellie and Joe in this last part should have been more closer. We should have felt more bonded. We had some great bonding moments with Joe and Ellie through the whole show that I liked a lot to help develop Joe's character. Definitely, episode 4 and 5 was the 2 episodes that you see Joe and Ellie characters changing dramatically, that are forming some kind of bond together. A father and daughter. That one part that they should have fully 100% focused on their bond together was episode, I believe, episode 6. Is when when Ellie should have ran away and Joe wants to get her back. Once basically she ran away because she knew Joe was leaving him. So she didn't like that, and she felt mad about it, and she ran away from when he went to Tommy's camp. That they should have kept that, except for just running the house. Did Joe said some mean things, and the next morning he popped up. Oh no, never mind, I changed my mind. To make it more dramatic, help her, save her, because they're supposed to be in the game during that level part in episode 6. Ellie runs into, I think, more raiders or clickers. I forgot what kind of bad guy, but you fight them off. You try to save Ellie and try and build that bond, and like he's worried, super worried, and maybe even scares him because he couldn't perform the task to help save, protect her. So that could be a more deeper bond if they added that episode, except for a little argument, talk back and forth between them, and next morning they make up. That was kind of lackluster. They could develop their characters together better in my book. And the big thing that the show messed up on me, that the show could be better. This is what I feel about the show whole together. It's okay. It was gonna be great no matter what, because they copied the story point on. The story was already great before they even touched it. That's how great it was. It was easy. It's like you copy your smart friend's work, or your basically if you go to school and there was a test. It was the same test you took last year. You got A. You just copy and paste it. No matter what, you gotta get A. Maybe there'll be some missed points from last time. Maybe you didn't get 100%. Maybe it was 95%. But you were gonna get that. If you copy and paste that, you were gonna get A no matter what. From the same test you took last year and you're taking it now. So that's why I said that it wasn't gonna fail. This Last of Us wasn't gonna fail if they copied that story to the point. To me, they downgraded it a little bit, because if you had to choose right now, which one you like better, the game version of Last of Us or the movie version, the TV show version of Last of Us, the game version is better. Because if the game version felt like this world was taken over, it was in an apocalyptic world. This world is so horrible to live in, or so deadly or dangerous to live in. You think about it, Last of Us, the TV show, was it so bad? Like episode 4 and 5, 1 and 2, and episode 8 showed the dangers of this world, what happened to how it came to this be, how dangerous this world. That's why I love episode 5 a lot. Definitely that. And even episode 4 a little bit. It shows the world how terrible it is now. Like, people are killing each other, doing terrible things to each other. We see that terrorist woman and Henry and Sam, the clickers and monsters everywhere. Same thing with the part 1 and part 2. Tess, when they're taking Ellie out of the city, you see who took over the city now. There's much monsters everywhere. We haven't got that. This is a world that there's a clickers everywhere. If you play the game, you've run in clickers in every episode. They took over the world. They're the most populated things out there in the city. popular in the world. So that's what everyone's fear about. So that's what the show didn't do. There was a nearly no enough clickers. Episode 5 showed a whole horde, but it should have been every episode should be some more a clicker scene. Every episode. I'm just sorry. That had to be it. This it's like if you watch The Walking Dead, and literally if we're watching the whole Walking Dead series and we don't see that much zombies through the whole show, that's terrible. The zombies took over where there's billions of zombies and based probably maybe a million survivors out there left in the world. So the odds you're gonna see a lot more zombies than people. Same thing with the clickers. Like you're probably gonna see more affected than definitely how dangerous this disease spreads in that universe is very rapidly, if very rapidly over there. So you're gonna see a lot more affected. We should saw a lot more affected in the season. I told you in when episode 3, when we saw the Bill and Frank episode, once they didn't show no clickers, no action, see they save money and focus on the relationship Bill and Frank, just the relationship and their backstory. That's it. So I knew they're trying to save money. They didn't knew it was gonna be this popular because games, movies, and shows really not that great in all in history. Entertainment history, they're not that popular, not that much. People they don't like to think that, but it's not. That's why they took a gamble and said, "Hey, we can't spend too much money on the clickers part. They should do a little bit there and there and focus on the story mostly." And that's what he did. And that's what kind of hurt this show to be even better. People love the story a lot. It's a great story of Joe and Ellie bond and their relationship through the whole show and what they've been through. We got a little bit of action. Like I said, the part 1, part 2 was awesome. Tess and Joe, love how they showed their relationship a little bit, how close they were. I love the episode 5, Henry and Sam, when Joe and Ellie met them. Oh my God, that's what I wanted a little bit for the last episode, episode 8. I guess more bonding moment for Joe and Ellie to get more closer in a little bit. That would be more cooler, more time, or maybe more fighting together or something like that. Something more closer than that. Because when that little part that Henry, this was my favorite part, made me even teared up at episode 5, Henry and Sam. When Ellie and Sam got, I think that's, or Henry, yeah, Henry and Sam. Now, Henry and Ellie, my fault. Sam's little brother, when they were kind of forming a brother sister bond. She was kind of like watching over a little bit, playing with them, hanging out with them. They're getting close. And when when Henry got affected, um, and he showed Ellie his basically bite mark that he got affected. He's gonna turn in. Ellie tried to do anything possible to comfort him, saying, "I'll be there for you." Even try cut herself to saying, "Because hey, I got bit a long time ago. I'm the medicine. I'm a cure. Let me try to fix you. Maybe try. I mean, I can help you." And she tried, and that was just the most heartbroken moment because that's not gonna work. He's gonna die, but you're giving hope to a kid that maybe he could survive this, and maybe he could sleep peacefully. Hey, I wake up in the morning, I'm cured. And that was just a heartbroken moment. And he was deaf too, and that was just sad. And oh, that was just beautiful. And that wasn't in the game. Like that moment was in the game, and how they formed kind of like a bond, and they played together, they had fun together, and that's what I wanted. Like, and when the moment does happen, it's just shocking. Like that's the world they live in, The Last of Us. That's what really showed me that this is a messed up world. This is the world they deal with almost every day, probably now. And just that felt like the world they live in. That was a deep part. That they added some touch. The HBO cast, the HBO people, added their own work into that Last of Us story, and that's what I kind of wanted. And the end season finale, like you want to stick to the story, fine. Add a little more touching moment to it. Add a little more to it. Like the season finale should have been 2 hours special, maybe, because you cut out a lot of stuff through the whole show, through the whole from the game. You cut a lot of stuff. They should have done the tunnel scene leading to the Firefly base. Make it more dramatic right there. Maybe Ellie and Joe gets trapped and the Firefly saved them. And you could add the action scene. We could have seen clickers. We haven't seen clickers. Maybe like you add that one part with Ellie's mom, or last episode 7 when the Ellie and her friend episode, based that whole Ellie episode when they're in the mall. That one part, just it felt we should see more. This is a world that's affected with clickers and monsters. it should have been a lot more. It should have been more than people, to be honest. But they want to save money. That's the easy way to save money, is cut them out way much. And but the show was okay. No, a good 7 out of 10. They did good. The story was good. I love the cast. Joe and Ellie played great. My favorite moments are episode 5, like I said, with the Henry and Sam episode. Not just good clickers, because I did it wonderful bonding moment with Ellie and Harry and Ellie's moment. Their bonding was awesome. I loved that part. Made me cry and teared. And Joe's some moments with Joe and Ellie was nice during those episodes. And episode 9 was really great as well. Well, it's last week's episode. Yeah, I think episode 8. This is 9. So last week's episode was really great too. Seeing um Ellie, what she had to go through, mean that cycle. And actually, that showed the world how dangerous people are as well. Those that mean that psycho that want to hurt her badly and do terrible things to her, and that's how dangerous that world. It shows two worlds, how crazy that world would be. That world is. That's what proved it to me, and I wish they'd done a little more better that part. You know, they forgot something too for all the gamers out there that play this game. They forgot to add not just they need to worry about the clickers or the people. They need to worry about the spores. You know, there's the air is bad in some parts of the area when you travel. You know, they put a gas. We could have done a little part like that too. They have to wear gas masks. They literally have to carry gas masks wherever they go, just in case they want to get through some tunnels or some areas, sewers that there's spores around. It's heavily affected. Like there was not one part they had to put a gas mask to get through an area. In the game, that was a lot. That was some parts they had to wear gas masks and avoid clickers. That would have been more tense. I wanted more sneaky missions like that. They should have done that, you know, except for some action like how they did in the episode 2. They sneaked around trying to avoid the clickers. They should have done that in this show a lot of times. Sometimes, like in one episode at least, or something like that. Maybe to get to the firefighter base, they had to sneak around, wear the gas mask, and you feel the tensions moment of like you make one sound, the room's full of clickers, the other side of that room's clickers are freaking the firefighter base. That's what it should have done the season finale. Make it an hour and a half episode, 2 hour special or something. That's 2 hours done. Going through maybe that tunnel like they did in the game, but they have to sneak around. They have to sneak through these clickers. If they make one noise, they're screwed. Like, because that's what the game is. Sometimes you have to sneak around. You could just sneak around and not attack them. You could just do that. Um, and I put the gas mask on because there's spores around in that world that could affect you. Not you don't just get affected just from bites and scratches. There's spores that you inhale those spores, floating spores. You're gone. You're affected as well. So they should have done that as well. But they're trying to save money, and that's kind of like the downfall. The show, like I said, still good, but it could have been a lot more better. They done better in that episode 3, Bill Frank episode. Add some more action, make it more dramatic. You know, it was a nice, peaceful episode, but in this world, obviously, it's not that peaceful world they live in. This should have been a pretty more intense episode than that, in my book. And the alley episode, it could have been that could have been 43 minutes. No, they could have shortened that up, or maybe make it like they should add one more episode if they want to do that. You know, make it a complete 10, except for that. That was okay, but it was part of the DLC. I never played the DLC of The Last of Us, but it was it was nice to see Ellie's background, how she was before she met Joe as well. I love backstory. That's what made the show really cool as well. When we got the little its bits in the beginning, I wish they kept on doing that. Show us a little glimpse of the world out there, of Joe's background, or show us that first part of the episode 1, when the scientists are talking about this disease. If it becomes into human body, if it starts affecting humans, that disease, it will basically will be screwed. And with episode 2, I believe episode 2 or 3, when we found out where this disease was first outbreak at, and that lady scientist talked about, yeah, when the soldier was talking about, yeah, this disease is out there now. How can we stop it? How can we make a cure? And that lady said, "There's no cure. There's no way you can tame it. It's done." And she just wants to go home with her family because we know that we're all screwed. And that was a tense episode. I love little bits apart showing the beginning and that. I think that was a lot more interesting part of the show. And HBO did great on. And I kind of wish they start showing a little more parts in each episode. Like if the Harry and Sam's coming into the city, what they really did, how they survive, and a little part, like a little minutes apart. That's why I say each episode should have been a little more longer. That'd been dope. Or this should have done 2 seasons. I wish 2 seasons, season one, to add everything. That would be more better in my part. Way more better if they done that. Oh, this show would have been great. Now we got Last of Us season 2 coming our way. Um, Hopefully they change the story in that one because the story in the game wasn't that great to me. I don't want to spoil anything, but let's see it is. I hope I heard that the whole rumor that when they do Last of Us 2, they're gonna be a lot more clickers. Maybe because they know how popular this Last of Us season 1 was. It's huge. Everyone loves it. Everyone likes it. So maybe they'll put more money into it and give us more clickers, monsters. The story will be pretty tense. Hopefully they change some parts of that story. Um, we'll just see how it is. I'm not really looking forward to season 2. Definitely they're copying from the game, but maybe they could change my mind. I'm still gonna watch it. We'll see how it goes. I'll make sure to give you my guys' review on that season 2 when it comes. Probably not to 2024, maybe 2024, maybe 2025. Probably around that time we'll get Last of Us season 2. But give me your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about the Last of Us show? What you like about it? What you don't like about it? What was your favorite episode of the whole season? How you thoughts on the season finale? Season finale was cool, it was nice, but it felt like lackluster. Like I said, it felt like nothing special really. But my favorite episodes, like I said, was episode 5, episode 1 and 2, and episode 8. Those are all my favorite episodes. I loved through the whole show. They were great. But give me your guys' favorite episodes. I want to hear your guys' favorite episodes and your thoughts. But thank you all for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed my video, and subscribe to my channel to get all my movie reviews, anime reviews, TV show reviews. We'll be talking about Shazam this Friday, so you definitely want to check out that, how I like that video, how I like that movie, and maybe I'll give you some hint bits and some teases on if you like it as well. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good day and good night. And remember, stay nerdy forever. Bye.